Welcome back to a new card making video. Today I'm sharing 10 Easter or spring cards. I'm starting with a flower stamp from STAMPlorations and I stamp it with waterproof ink onto some watercolor paper. I have Brushos powders in my little palette on the right side, and I just add a little bit of water, and I also wet my background and add just a tiny little bit of color to it. That's a really quick and easy card. Finally I add the panel to my card base and that's it. For my next card, I'm stamping some tiny little flowers from rubber bands randomly onto the watercolor paper. I'm using Versamark ink because I want to go on top with embossing powder. I'm using my Gansai Tambi watercolors to add color to the background. I die cut the leaves from the tropical set from Sizzix and I add some glitter with the Tonic Studio Nouveau pen. My greeting is a die from STAMPlorations and I cut it from glitter cardstock. The next card will be a galaxy card, and I start by creating a background with my Mijello Mission Gold watercolors. I'm creating stars by sprinkling white acrylic ink onto the background. I used the stitched frame die to cut my card front. I stamped the tiny little flowers I used the card before onto the little hill I've created. These little cuties will be my main images. They are from Rubber Dance. And I color them in with Inktense Pencils. After I cut them out, I paint the edges with a black pen. I cut the greeting also from the galaxy background. I finished the card up by adding it to a cut base. For the next card I'm using watercolor paper again and an X stamp from a Rubber Dance, and I paint the stamp with watercolors. Whenever I think there's too much color in my egg, I dry my brush and soak it up. I add some color splatters for a loose look. My greeting is also a die from STAMPlorations, and I used the Nuvo shimmer pen to add some shimmer to it. I finished the card by adding it to a card base. For my next card I used some patterned paper out of my stash, and I lay the black cardstock on top of the violet one and cut a border. I adhere a piece of the one with the birdies to the bottom of my card and glue the black one on top of it. I mix a Neocolor crayon with water to add some black splatters. I use foam tape on the last piece to create more dimension. I used the same papers for my next card, and I start also by adding the little one with the birdies to the bottom of my card. I stamp the main image onto some easy coloring paper because I want to use alcohol markers to color it. For more dimension, I use foam tape to add the last layer. I cut out the little cutie and adhere it to my card. I start the next one with an embossed piece of watercolor paper, and I try to catch the raised areas with a Brushos resist stick. This is kind of a wax stick that will resist the watercolor. I used the textured spring stamps from Rubber Dance and stamped them with archival ink. I'm using the Inktense pencils to color them in. I cut out the stamped images and adhere the embossed layer onto a cut base. I adhered the greeting with foam pads. It's a Tim Holtz word block die. I cut out all my stamped images and adhered them with foam dots too. I'm stamping a big butterfly with Versamark ink and emboss it with white, opaque embossing powder. I use Brushos to add a little bit of color. The embossing acts as a resist to the watercolor. I created a banner for the greeting and used a brad to adhere it to the card. I adhere it to the card base with dimensional foam tape. I used distress oxide inks together with flower stamps from Rubber Dance to create the next card. I spritz the panel with a little bit of water to activate the oxide colors. My last card is the invitation for the communion of my daughter. I embossed the brand new tree stamp from Rubber Dance and also the invitation greeting and color it with Mijello Mission Gold watercolors. The original cards were done by my daughter. I did the embossing and she did the coloring. I hope you enjoyed the video and have some new ideas for some easy Easter or spring cards. Thank you for joining me today. Please give me a thumb up if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. Bye!